Okay. I think last we left off, we were doing her. That's what I think I'm gonna do now. Okay, babes, I'm gonna have to disappear your face. The question is, what color was I using? It's the same freaking color, that's why. Bloody Nora. Oh, that's right. I haven't done this for the rest of the hair. Have I taken my meds? Yes, I have. Felt like I didn't. Truly did. Oh, I have to have a crash counter. I have to, babes. I also have a death counter for Minecraft because first stream I died, I think, almost 10 times. I need a death. I thought it would be funny to have a death counter. Thought it'd be freaking hilarious. Oh, that's, yeah, okay, those are exactly where they need to be. Hold on. I'm having a spark. Hold on. Let me real quick sketch this idea out because it's supposed to be short. It's supposed to be short. But what I'm thinking is, do I want it to be more like it comes down, it looks like it's hard, but like basically just like bend this down to meet that, this down as well. What I want this piece to do, because the darker piece is the piece moving, like an extra movement piece. So like how this only has like up to here. It's weird to look at her like this because I usually give my characters a hairline to base the other hair pieces on off of, but I didn't for her because in the water model I gave her a hairline and it was just like, it was just getting in the way. Real unfortunate. Oh man, there's something. Something's going on. Something is clicking. Me likey. With that, I think that means all I need to do now is the neck, which, to be honest with you, is my least favorite part. I'm putting it up this high because of things that I've learned rigging water model. I'm doing the shadow separate from things that I've learned while rigging the water model. And hopefully that shadow goes low enough. Yes, I give her more chin, give her more hair a little bit. I think that is low enough. I think that shadow is low enough. So that's the face done. I need to go in and name the layers, which now before I forget. Here we go. I do want to add, like, on top of the skin, like how the water model has like freckles that look kind of like sea foam. I want to add something like that, but it's not going to be freckles. I think it's going to be like markings, almost sort of like tattoos. I do need to make a tattoo. I do think markings would be very, very cute. It's figuring out how I want them to look is a different thing. I do think I know what the tattoo will be. I think it's gonna be like you know, like old Japanese anime clouds. How do I think it's like, I think they're like something like that. Truly don't remember how they look, but I'll have to look them up anyways. But that's the general idea. That's kind of how I want the tattoo. But I do think the markings on the skin, how am I gonna do that? Flyaway, one word or two words? Like hair flyaways. I think flaps is I don't know why flaps is such a funny word to me. It's all I can think of because that's the motion that they're essentially going to be doing. They're just going to be flapping. Oh boy. Boy. Oh boy. You're gonna, I don't know how else, like, could call them sways because they're all, I could, instead of using flap, they could be swaying. Maybe I'll call them sways because I can't. Flaps is just so funny to me for some reason. Call them sways. Sway sound more delicate. Sounds more Black Swan. Do I have left above right? Does it freaking matter? See back hair because I'm like, yeah. But I know it does not mean back hair. Yeah. It's just, I think I need, at least I know for me, call it that in order of like positioning. The only way I can relate it in a way to explain it is like, you know, in Canva, when you have like your layers and it has like position and you have like backwards, back, forwards, front, something like that. Like to me, back is like, it's the last layer, or like in our case, it's the first layer that we do and then everything else is above it. So it's the back layer. But that's why I also call it the main. Sort of redundant, but like, why I call it main, because it's the first, it's the original piece that you base everything off of, if that makes sense. Now I have to figure out if I do right above left or left above right. So this is the water model, and this was when I think I had just finished doing the head angles and everything on the head angles. I could be very wrong. However, what I'm trying to point out is the eyeshadow. I can catch it. There. Like here. It's such. Wow. Okay, but like here, see how the eyeshadow is like the entire shape of the eye? Because in my head, the eyeshadow is your eyelid, your full, like the rest of your eyelid, versus this little piece here, which is the eyelid that's actually being rigged to move, right? So the eyeshadow is like the rest of what's behind all of the folded up. And it's like, I was thinking, I don't think I need all of this. I need all of this. What the hell am I talking about? Because of how my brain pictures it and runs it. Oh, dude, rigging the ears. I love the way that this creator does them, and it makes sense. But also for me, madness. I think it's just because it's a new thing. My brain doesn't know what to do with it, but madness. Because how they did it is they do a clipping mask of the face base on top of the ears, and then invert the mask set the face base to 0, the opacity to 0, invert the mask so that the ears go above and behind it, basically, when you turn. So your ears essentially pop out. It's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, it's pretty cool. And the way, again, the way that they explain it is the reason why I go back to their tutorial, because it was very easy to follow along, very easy to understand. Wow, her head's done. That's wild. Actually, it's not done. I lied to you. Oops. I need a thing here, and it's gonna be, I'm gonna call it mist. Neck mist. Which is an actual thing, so hold on. I do know I do have a pen. I've never used it. I don't know what it does. Oh my god, it's big. Ooh. I don't know. I think I'd have to do it on a bigger scale to see up. I do want it to be subtle. But like I also want it to be like, oh, there's something more there. Overlay looks pretty cool. It looks like a lot. I also don't think overlay would actually work in my version of live TV. I don't think I have that. I think I only have multiply and something else. I don't think overlay is one of them. So I might just keep it, might just do normal, but set the opacity lower. And if I have the ability to make it overlay in live 2D, I'll switch it to overlay in live 2D. I'm not sure if this is giving air or water. What have I done? I'm going to actually pull it over to the body, top part of the place of this. Let me actually, no. I'm gonna leave that because then when I do the lower body, I can copy head and torso. Here's to me remembering how I do anything. Because they're technically not squished together in anything tight. They're being covered and held by bandages. They're just being covered and held and supported by bandages. So what I think, and I've also I don't know how anatomy works like this, but the nips are somewhere. Where? Very good question. Based on shading, how I shaded it, trying to see where I need to cover to protect her modesty. Just barely. Just barely. So maybe I move this one up. Because, okay, how I'm seeing it is, I'm trying to make sense of how these wrappings actually work. So this one will wrap around maybe this. Wrap around and connect to that maybe. This piece will wrap around. Same shape on this and then move it up. But again, I might lighten the shadows. It's time for me to do the shading on the chest now. It needs to be really simple because it's underneath. Because in all reality, methinks neck itself is a little too long. Right. I actually think that's it for now. Still need to decide on what texture I want the bandages to have. And that's where I'm actually gonna leave it.